Hello, one and all. Welcome back to more Let's Play Paper Mario. I am the Max Few Trades. In the last part, we went to the Crystal Palace, and we fought the Crystal King, and we reclaimed the Crystal Coconut, I guess. I don't friggin' know. Point is, we whomped him what good, and we saved the final Star Spirit. So now we gotta go up to Star Haven, and we gotta give ourselves a little bit of a powwow with the Star Spirits, go up into the sky, you know, beat up on Bowser a little bit, save the princess. You know, the usual song and dance number for Mario. No real major concerns in that regard. However, you might be wondering, well, what the heck did we just bear witness to at the beginning of that episode? That, my friends, was me going absolutely hypernova and trying to grab hold of literally every single overworld star piece that there was to find. And with that, I actually have, in fact, found all of them. Ain't that pretty nifty? That being said, I do not, in fact, actually have all the star pieces in the game. The major reason behind that, sorry, Goombario, did not mean to close the door on you, my dude, is because, well, 64 star pieces are gained exclusively through Chuck Quizmo quizzes. And while there are a set number of places he can be, tracking him down with any degree of consistency is darn near impossible, and who knows how long it would end up taking me to actually find him so many times and get all of his dang quizzes right. The long story short, we're not gonna do that. It's not entirely necessary. We're good, basically. I got all the ones that I could get. You are Merlo, correct? Also, we have a letter for you. The name's Parakarry. I deliver letters. I believe I have one for you, so here you friggin' go, little dude. Get yourself some mail. Another letter duly delivered. A postman's job is never done. A letter for me? From Merle in Starborn Valley? Wow, news from my dad. Thanks, Mr. Postman. My dad writes all the time because he worries about me. My sisters and I are totally bad about writing back, though. We kinda suck. Fun. Maybe I ought to write him a little more often, huh? This is a treasure that I've kept for a long time. I'm gonna give it to you as thanks. The irony of you, of all people, giving me one of these is not lost on anyone, including yourself. You could always come back and swap something for it. Indeed, that is exactly what we're going to do. I'm going to use the, 47 star pieces I've got? Yeah. We're going to use that in order to basically just, I guess, grab anything we can. We're gonna grab the Flower Saver badge. Thank you kindly. There you go. Might as well get the most absolutely absurdly expensive ones. Or should I? Actually, hang on. Yeah, I'm indecisive. Get off me. All right, first things first. You know how Close Call will sometimes have attacks miss Mario every now and then if he's in danger? Well, Pretty Lucky is that, except you don't have to be in danger. Just every now and then, it'll just not work, and Mario won't be harmed, and that's pretty cool. That said, I'm also going to get Chill Out. Theoretically, I could have gotten this towards the very beginning of the game, and I would have never suffered from a first strike ever, which, you know, would have been nice, but it also, you know, I would consider that to be kind of cheating. And on top of everything else, you know, we'll get some, we'll grab hold of Flower Finder. I'm not actually gonna use any of these badges, but I've got them. Well, maybe I'll use one or two of them. I'm not sure. Regardless, how many of them did I just spend? A chunk? Yeah, all right, I've only got 2 left. There ain't much anything you can do about that at that point. All right, now, let me see. I actually took off one of the Power Plus badges because I wanted to equip at least a couple of abilities so that, you know, we can do some things. For example, all right, I'm gonna need Power Quake, and multi-bounce is always helpful. Okay, aside from that, what else could I possibly want? I suppose that's all good. Yeah, you know what? Feeling Fine is good. Can't be poisoned or dizzy. I know that there are some things that could probably poison me up in there. Don't want any of that happening. And I guess I could have Chill Out now? Is there something better I could grab than that? I wonder. The answer to that is more than most likely, yeah, sure, obviously, but I mean, I'm at the last possible stage of the whole thing, so why not? Yeah, all right. It's just gonna be a little bit of insurance. I'm going to try to avoid needing to have it used at all, but there you go. All right, thank you for all of your services, Merlo. You were very, very helpful, what with all the badges you gave me. All right, then. So, seeing as how I never bothered to actually show off this lady or what she can do, how about I do it now? Ah, my. We meet again, Mario. My noble calling is to read fortunes while looking absolutely ravishing. I can help you find what you seek. Tell me, shall I read your fortune? You may. I know exactly where these super blocks we're about to go and get are, but for the sake of showing off the whole thing, I might as well have you tell me where one of them is. I know they're both in the Toad Town sewers. I actually scouted it out ahead of time. I know where to go. Super luck, is it? My, okay. I'll now read your fortune with grace and unrivaled good looks. Wah! Okay, well, thank you for that one. Twinkle light, twinkle bright. Wapang, wapow, wah 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 wah. Uh-huh. Oh, yeah. Master Star, fill my eyes with the light of that which I seek. Deep arcane magics! And she uses them to run essentially a lost and found system. I'm just saying. I see a super block. In the dark below Toad Town, under the platform that sinks if you step on it, is a pipe leading farther down. Powerful metal blocks stop your progress, but with a powerful hammer, you smash them to get through. Thank you very kindly. And with that, say a fond farewell to the houses underneath Shooting Star Summit. They were very, very kind, and they were able to give us, some decent stuff here and now. And, it was just nice to see them. They're cool peoples. But all right, let's go get ourselves those power blocks. And then we can vamos ourselves over to a couple little more small things, and then we can go off and beat up Bowser. Sounds like a pretty fun time, I gotta say. I guess I can take a quick look over here. You guys got anything worth getting? Ooh. All right, I'll buy that. I don't think I'm actually gonna use it, but I'll buy it. Yeah, there you go. Might as well support the local businesses and what have ye. Alrighty, to the sewers, for one final time. Alright, so first things first, I believe. Actually, yes. You know what? We can do a lot of birds with one stone here. No offense, Parakarry. You're not technically a bird, so I don't think that really applies. Anyway, how about we finish off that long, godforsaken letter quest? Must be pretty gloomy around the castle. Yeah, but I've got a letter for you. Mr. Goompapa, Parakarry here. I have a letter for you. So here you go. Alrighty, another letter duly delivered. A postman's job is never done. Thank you, sir. What would we do without postal service? Oh, how interesting, a letter from Goombaria. I guess I could open it. I remember she wrote a letter just the other day, and I was wondering what it was. You see, I guess it was a question. And this seems like the answer. Looks pretty complicated, but I think I understand. I'll tell her all about it. Thanks so much for the prompt delivery. Here, take this. The Lucky Day Badge. It's like the badge we just got from Merlot, except it works more often. Basically, long and short of it. So that's pretty nifty. All right, so that's all well and good. Now, how about we have one last look-see-loo, one last visit to our quote-unquote friend, Koopa Coot, just to see if there's any last things he wants me to do for him. You're a good soul for helping this old Koopa so many times. Now, Mario, I have one last favor to ask. That cad, Bowser, you must defeat that evil King Bowser once and for all. The dear children of this village will never sleep in peace as long as Bowser rules. I wish for nothing more than peace and a reason for my fellow Koopas to hope again. Please help us, Mario. I mean, it took you like 50 other favors, down the list for you to finally reach something that vaguely resembled selflessness. But, I mean, it's still there. Good on him, I guess. I'm not gonna give him too much kudos, but I'm also, I ain't gonna badmouth him this once. I shall simply do as I do. Of course, there's literally nothing I can do in the grand scheme of things when it comes to, defeating Bowser once and for all. It doesn't matter how many times I beat him. Eventually, not today, nerd. Eventually, he will always come back with a new plan. That's just how the Bowser do. With this, I can upgrade a party member. There's only 2 left to, level up. So yeah, here we go. What time? Trying to think of all of the moves I haven't actually shown off. Not 100% sure, actually. Let me take a quick look. Let me see, what moves have I and have I not shown off to you all? All right, Goombario, I know I've shown all of yours. Cooper, you're good. Bombette, pretty sure. Even if I haven't shown Mega Bomb, I know for a fact it's exactly the same as Power Bomb. Have we ever done Airlift? I think we have. Air Raids, Fan Smack and Spook, we did that. All right, never showed Turbocharge or Mega Shock. I never showed Water Block. And I showed Cloud9. You didn't really see much use. It did, yeah. We'll avoid enemy attacks sometimes, not always. That being said, I could show off at least something. Hang on, whoop, there you go. Alley-oop. No reason to not show off all these particular abilities. Yeah, all right, so Turbocharge is first. Just hit the button in time. And yata-ta-ta! Mario now has 1 extra point of damage to his attacks. And that is all kinds of great. Really helps you clean things up real deal fast. All right then, very much. Thank you much. Oh, and some free money. I don't think I'm going to need it in any shape, way, or form, but I appreciate it nevertheless. And, I mean, I suppose I could. Sure, let's go for it. Boom, shakalaka. Might as well show things off real fast like. Next up is the Mega Shock. Just hit the buttons and boom! Paralysizing. There you go. They are clearly not enjoying this whatsoever. Wow. All right. Well, don't mind me. Not just gonna do myself a little bit of that real quick. Unfortunately for them, they can't do a whole lot in response. Ain't that a bummer and a half for them? Well, hey. And there you go. That's all there is for them. This last Spiky Goomba, I will not get into a battle with right now. You tried. It did not work, but you know what? Kudos, you gave it your best. Lackluster, I require your assistance, in the sense that I need you out so that I can power you up. That sort of thing. All we gotta do is stand here and wait for the ceiling to crush us to death. Except not really, it was a secret the entire time! Who'd have thunk it, eh? And, loop! Alright, well, a large part of me was hoping I was gonna land directly on the dude. It didn't work out that way. I'm a bit bummed. A little bit, not gonna lie to you. Hiya! Alright, one fell hammer swoop-a-doop and you're good to go. And spiny toss. Alright, well, you continue to be alive regardless. Most unfortunate that. I'll have to do it again! Hi-hiya! There we go. No more of that. Yippa-doop-ba-bow. Alright. And just a little bit further, and ta-da! The final one. There we go. Alright, Lackluster. Last on the team, last to reach your super ultra mega rank, but nevertheless, here you go. I always planned on making sure that everybody was at full power by the end of this thing. If for no other reason than to just show off all of the various attacks that they can do. Just seemed like the thing to do, you see. Anyway, hi! I'm gonna just beat you over the head real quick. Alright, this isn't anything too terribly fancy, but there you go. Just hit the buttons at the same time and whoosha, 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 and they're out of here. You get absolutely no star points for getting rid of enemies this way, but I mean, I wasn't gonna get any from defeating those enemies to begin with, so no harm done, really. Alright, so I believe, I can't say that I know for absolute certain. Yeah, okay, I got a little lost there, whoopsie doodles. I can't say I'm for 100% certain, but I believe we've done everything that there is to possibly do. Yes, I believe that to be the case, meaning, farewell Toad Town Sewers! Never once again will I have to endure your stank-ass stonk. Nobody need any of that in their lives, I assure. Alright, let's bring out Zebo, because I like Zebo. Now, all that's left for us to do is, I would believe... Yes. Alright, we'll go check out Luigi, see how he's doing, then we'll go over to the post office, and we'll be pretty much aces. Oops-a-doodles, I just realized. Terribly sorry, Bo. I will bring you back out in just a momento. There is, in fact, one last letter to deliver. All right, once again, all comes back to you. Are you talking to me because you crave knowledge that only my intellect can provide? No, I'm here to talk to you because Parakarry is absolutely convulsing with his urge to deliver a letter to you. But, sure, if you want to give me some information, you may. If you go east from the place where Princess Peach's castle used to be, you'll find a place called Shooting Star Summit. Will I now? Who'd have ever guessed? Thanks, Musty, or Rusty, or Grusty, I don't even know. Rusty, there you are, all right. Right, Musty is the name I keep thinking you have, but you don't. Anyway, point is, that's incredibly useful information and everything, but I already knew it. So, just take your dang letter, all right? All right. Another letter duly delivered. A postman's job is never done. Now, what could this be about? How exceedingly strange. It's from Lava Lava Island. Yes, it's a question from a curious kid there. My mind is quite in demand. Thank you, Parakarry. I thank you for your quick delivery. I don't usually accept questions, but Oh, well, it's from a kid, and we must educate the younger generation. When I was a child, I had a curious mind as well. Still do. You can tell by my nerd glasses. I'll get right on the answer. Thanks again for bringing this letter in such a long way. Please take this as thanks. Alrighty. And to the best of my knowledge, that's just about all of the letter-based shenanigans that we have to endure. Huzzah! One last check-a-do with our good bro, Louis G. Louis G. There you go. Like, it's Louis G. That's like his rap name, his DJ name. Princess Peach is still caught up way up in the sky. Come on, Mario. You're a hero, bro. You have to save her. Well, that was always the intent, my dude. One last check-a-do at this. Yep. Not all of the star pieces in the world, but what you gonna do? What you gonna do? That was really never gonna end up happening. Anyway, we got one final letter. Dear Mario, how are you holding up? It's so sunny in Flower Fields. Peace has returned here. Lily's in her own little world as usual. Rosie is spreading a rumor that you're interested in her. Of course she is. Why wouldn't she? I hear that Petunia is singing your praises across the land. That's appreciated, although considering that she is unable to go from one place to another, it's gonna be a little difficult for her, but that's nice. As you know, I can't move from this spot, but I'm content to watch the Bulbulbs frolic. Good luck to you, Mario. All the Flower Fields is wishing to the stars that your dreams will come true. The wise Wisterwood. I can only assume that he must have asked somebody to write that letter for him, but then I'm left wondering exactly who could have done it, seeing as how all of the other things either have no way of being able to get over to him or don't have arms. The only person I can conceivably think of is Lakalulu, which I guess is possible. Get down here, Bo. But I don't know. There is no actual answer. Somebody said to me that a way will open when you use a scarf and bucket. What? A scarf for a snowman? Wouldn't it melt him? I mean, you're not wrong. Yesterday, I got stuck in a trapdoor. The trapdoor when I was entering my secret room. Have I been using it too much? Or am I putting on weight? I'd better oil it to make it open easier. Ha! Whoopsie poopsies. It's because we know about the secret. The problem is that the panel doesn't match the rest of the floor, my dude. Then again, you know, you're just lucky or unlucky that I gained the ability to stomp down on the ground. Jump, 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 moving on the ground. Jump, bada bum. But, you know, if I could have never figured that one out, then, you know, I probably never would have even been a thing. So no worries. All right, then. Let us go up and speak of the Quizmo himself. All right, if you're going to make yourself blisteringly obvious, I have no reason to not answer your quiz questions. Even if I have no real use for star pieces anymore. Question! What will you receive when you get the right answer in a quiz? I think that's actually, I forget her name, but the assistant's saying that. Interesting. Anyway, we get a star piece, obviously. I mean, a Toad's, like, partner character would be pretty awesome. I'm not sure what a game show assistant would be able to do in battle, but I'm curious to find out. Congratulations! Here's your star piece. Yes, thank you very much, Quizmo. Get out of here, you absolute buffoonigan. All right, then. Now, to the post office, I say! To the post office! Alrighty. Hello there. Yes, all right. Yes, we've got mail. We've got something for Bombette. It's another letter from Bruce. All right, that's unfortunate. I don't really see why I would, give this to her. Aha. Okay, he just kind of keeps going here. Okay, so, Bombette. Mario's worn many different hats over the course of his life. He's had many different professions. I'm not saying for sure that he is a lawyer, but I'm saying that there's a decent enough chance that he could easily become one if need be. And I'm just throwing this out here. You may want to consider a restraining order because that guy doesn't seem well in the head. Regardless, what has a mother? That's concerning. Here you go. What? Thank the stars that you're safe. I was so worried. When you first disappeared, we were completely baffled. Nobody would help us, and we couldn't find a clue. Then we went to Toad Town and heard about the toy box. I was pretty sure you'd be okay in there for a while, but I was still worried. Please give my deepest thanks to those who saved you. Come home soon, your mother. So not only does Watt have family, apparently Watt, I mean, it was kind of implied Watt was held against her will the entire time, obviously, because she was trapped in a lantern, but that implies she was kidnapped away from her family, and they had no idea where she was. And even though that she's been saved for a while now, she has had absolutely no interest whatsoever in actually reuniting with her family? That's a little strange. Who the hell is Flight? What's past is a very strange one. Here you go. Dear Spike. You turncoat! You're hanging around with Mario! I'll never forgive you, you big traitor! I heard that your real name is Lackluster, too! I never heard such a silly name. I'm gonna call you Lackluster from now on. The only way you could earn my respect now would be to beat Lord Bowser. Yeah, right. Do that and I'll forgive you. Flight of Team Lakitu. I see. Well, ain't that just incredibly serendipitous for all parties involved? We're about to go beat him up right now! Works for me! Alright then, actually, and factually, we'll be bringing out Parakarry, because I know what is immediately going to await me as I go up and up and up and away, and he's probably the guy who's going to be the most useful, for at least a very specific type of enemy, so it's best to just get him out now. Plus, it's good for him to stretch his wings. Look at that guy doing, just flip-flap, flooping-flapping about. Gotta say, I really do deeply enjoy all of the party members in this game. All of them so cool. Glad I could have this wonderful adventure with all of them again. Of course, I say that as if the adventure is already concluded, when it very, very clearly hasn't yet. We've still got more to do. Whoop, didn't mean to do that. Mario, can you hear me? Ever so faintly. I'm going to open the entrance to Star Way. Enter this path without fear. The Star Way continues all the way up here to Star Haven. We 7 star spirits will be waiting for you here. We wish to give you our remaining power. With this power, you'll be able to stand up to the Star Rod Bowser holds. I find it interesting that the combined power of the Star Spirits can nullify and make the Star Rod itself kind of pointless. Which kind of makes me wonder why it even exists in the first place, if they combined are stronger than it. Odd that. We anxiously await you. Mario, make haste to Star Haven! Will do, will do. Oh, dear God, that's nauseating. Alright, well, pardon Mario as he vomits off the side of this weird starscape for about a minute and a half. Jeez. Alright, then. Actually, I suppose it's not a bad idea to check. Mario, what do you got to say about all this? This must be, yeah, this is the legendary Star Way. It's a path formed out of actual stars. It's absolutely beautiful. I mean, yeah, and we're actually walking on the dang things. Who knows how that's supposed to work? Fire monsters! Hup! Hey, and I got the first strike too. Get out of here, you nerd. Oh, right, they can do that. Okay, well, bit of a problem, that. I don't have the ice badge equipped. Why did I do that? All right, well, air raid time is go. All right, well, that got rid of 2 of them at least. Ha ha ha! You thought, but you are incorrect the entire time, sentient fireball monster thing. I don't know why I thought it was a smart idea to jump on top of a fireball. Historically, that's never gone well for literally anybody. Regardless of that fact, we're just going to have to continue climbing up to the heavens. And another one! I see how it is. Alright then, so don't really have anything in the way of being able to do much of anything. Alright, bit of a bummer that. Damn you all or nothing badge! That actually wasn't me deliberately not charging it up either, which is a bit of a bummer. I wish that were the fact. It tweren't, though. I will always own up to the fact that I am just not especially good at video games sometimes. I could have had an out. I was like, oh no, you see, I deliberately did that and I merely forgot that I, had the all or nothing badge. It would still have been me looking like a fool, but not to the extent that it ended up actually looking. Regardless, thank you. And if you don't mind, I'll just spin my way. We've fought enough of your styles for now. All right, Nebulon, nobody likes it. Get out of here. And now, we're here. Nifty, ain't it? Goombario, what say thee? It's Star Haven. This place is so peaceful. But do they have anything inside their trees? They have a lot of glitter inside of them. so that's neat in its own way. Good afternoon, or good evening, maybe. We're in flipping space. Day and night doesn't really exist up here. In Star Haven, you can see stars all the time. There used to be a lot more shooting stars, but that was before the star rod was taken. The beauty of this place was incredible back then, as opposed to right now, where apparently it looks like absolute dog plop. Go figure. I mean, I think it still looks kind of nice. I don't know why that guy has such a negative opinion. When I first heard that all the star spirits were captured and the star rod was stolen, I lost it. And I actually, factually went completely and totally insane. I went stark raving bonkers. I did many things that I deeply regret, and my friends and peers no longer wish to associate with me. I figured this is it. This is the end of the world, so why not go absolutely insane? But now all of the star spirits have safely returned. This goes to show you never give up hope. Otherwise, you'll completely and totally lose your social standing for the rest of your life. Go figure. I know not why he decided to live that way, but there you go, I guess. Now he's living with the consequences. Hello? It gives me great joy to hear of the star spirit's return. Our only wish now is for the return of the star rod. It seems so odd, a star making a wish. I mean, there's nothing stopping you from doing so. And over yonder, you'll find yourself a nifty, keen little old shop in case you want to get some last-minute, purchases in. Quite frankly, I feel fine with what we've got. Yeah. And we're going to be finding stuff inside Bowser's castle any ding-dang way, so no major concerns there. However, before I do go over yonder, I do feel like I'll be going over to the Toad House for a moment, even though there are no toads here, so I don't know why they would call it that. Our precious star spirits have returned! Oh, happy day. It's all because of you! I guess we all wish upon a Mario from now on. Every star owes you, Mario. Well, I mean, could you imagine? Actually, imagine you look up to the night sky, and you just see Mario's big old mug staring down at you. And he just gives you a wink, and you freak out because, well, man, what's he doing up there anyway? Hello, need a little rest? Obviously. Please relax. So this kind of implies that stars, I guess, sleep? They need sleep? Why else would they have beds? Interesting. Also, does this mean that stars can land? Because I've only ever seen them floating. Did you sleep well? Take care and bye! I like how the Toad House symbol has to be up there, otherwise you would just not assume that it's a Toad House, but I digress. It's still funny. They have to use the branding. Well, that seems suitably fancy. This building. No, not building. This palace is incredible. Look at this architecture, Mario. I know, right? And it's not even overly complicatedly designed. We don't have to go through 57 different rooms and puzzles in order to get to the main area. What a novel concept. Hey, yo, my friends. How it be? Mario, you finally made it. The time has come to take the fight to Bowser's turf. Now, hold still while we 7 join together to bestow upon you our final power. The tingling sensation that I feel is unrivaled! Mario can now use Star Beam. If you use this power, you can drain the power of the Star Rod whenever Bowser uses it. As you might imagine, that's pretty dang handy. Ah, yes, and one more thing. I have one final gift which should come in handy. It's a gun, Mario. Just straight up. Oh, there goes the microphone. Thanks for that. We're in the middle of a dramatic moment, universe. It's a giant tub! Thank you for the giant tub. This is the legendary starship of Star Haven. Bowser is keeping his castle way up in the sky. With this ship, however, you can reach it. Climb aboard onto Bowser's castle. We will always be with you. Whenever you are in need, use our powers to help you. None of you have anything else to say on the matter? None of you? Not even you, Miss Star? After everything we've been through? All right, fine. Have it your way. Everything seems to be shining and glittering in here. I feel like I should shield my eyes or something. Notable. Oh, hang on. I would actually like to have Bo in the bow of the ship. I don't know. I was going for a pun there and it didn't really work out too well. Point is, let's go! Are you ready to take off? Absolutely. This thing is so fast! I'm getting so much dust in my eyes. They should have given us goggles. Look, a shooting star. Princess, come back. Princess, come back. Princess, come back. Did you wish for something? I hope your dreams come true. Isn't this kind of like the equivalent of wishing on what you think is a falling star, but it's actually just the lights of a plane? Me too. I mean, I'm just saying. This isn't a shooting star, it's a boat. I want to see the princess, I want to see the princess, I want to see the princess, and I'm not creepy at all! I want to eat shroom cake. I want to eat shroom cake. I want to eat tons and tons of shroom cake. Oh, shooting star, please fulfill my wishes, pretty please. I'm oh so very glad that we were given that piece of information. And with that, we have arrived! Had to reach hyperspace in order to do it, but we did it. Chapter 8, a star-powered showdown. Bowser is clearly in the middle of a monologue. I don't think he knows that we can't hear him, though. Bit of a bummer, that. Now, first and foremost, my most obvious question to bring up would be, why exactly did we park down here? We could have just as easily used this to park at the very top of Princess Peach's castle. We could have gone up to the balcony of her room. In fact, the odds of her even being there were relatively decent. We know they aren't, but Mario doesn't. The point is, we could have easily flown there. And instead, not only that, we didn't even park at the front door of Peach's castle. We decided to go at the very, very bottom? To what end? Also, Bowser has he's got spare clown copters. So that's an interesting little bit of lore. I have no idea why we've decided to make this so much more difficult for us. But, well, I guess it'd be what it be. And unsurprisingly, door'd be damn locked. Ain't that unfortunate? Alright then, we'll merely have to deal with that as we go. I mean, I know why we didn't just immediately fly up to Bowser. It would make the entire last chapter of the game go by ridiculously fast. Anyway, hello, good sir. I buck you! Ha 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 ha! That's how you friggin' do it! And then I power quaked your faces off. What you gonna do about that? Nothing! I was almost positive that I let go of that too early, but I didn't. And smack attack is go. Yatta! Luckily, the Koopa Patrol actually provide a fairly decent amount of star points. At least for right now, considering I'm about to level up immediately. Maybe not as much as it just did, but still. Regardless, FP, let's go. And we got the key. We've got the key. Oh, and there's a bunch of dudes hanging out in there. I sure wish I could save them, but for one reason or another, it is literally impossible. Ain't that a bummer? Can't even talk to them, in fact. I mean, I say that knowing that we can eventually, just not right here and now. Still, it always struck me as kind of humorous that they would even bother making them visible from this point. It's like, yeah, hi there. You want to talk to us? Too bad, not an option. All right, then, time to navigate this whole giggle melch. Hey-oh! Nope. And I bonk ya! Ha ha ha! My sneak attack styles are simply unmatched. And I say that knowing full well that nothing I do is even vaguely considered a sneak attack. They are very clearly more than aware of the fact that I am here. But that's okay. They still choose to turn their backs to me, so in a way, I guess it's still a surprise attack. Technically, in the strictest of senses, but I digress. Good day, sir. A good day. And we are good to go. I will grab extra money even though I don't need it. Up top, there you go. Luckily for us, they've got such an incredibly limited range, all things considered. And get out of here. Here we go, knocking them down, setting them up, knocking them down. That's how the Mario do. Whereas Bo gives the many slaps. That's how she do. And now they are back on their feet. Well, I'm gonna do this. I am burning through my FP a little bit quickly, but it'll be fine. It'll be fine, I'm sure. Nothing to worry about. I'll be taking all of that. Thank you very much. Let's go. You just want to keep on doing battle with me, do ya? Alright, then fine. If that's the way it's gonna be, then I'm gonna have to try and blow you up a little bit. Oh boy. Oh! Oh lord! Alright, that guy went absolutely ham on a biscuit. I don't know why you had to go be all like that. Most uncool, bro. Most uncool. You think I won't knock you on your back like so many before you? 'Cause I friggin' will. No regrets. Alright, as absolutely tempting as it is to just exploderize all of these nerds, I shan't this time. That being said, I do. I don't actually know where I was going with that. Guess it doesn't really matter. Oops. Alrighty then. Alrighty then. Actually, I did. I decided I'd keep it to myself. I have a little bit of a secret thingamadoo that I guess I almost decided to give up to everybody, but then I decided I wouldn't. Either way, here we go. All right, well, I knocked them all down. That's fun, at least. Like, even if you messed that part up. All right, well, that could have gone better in the sense that I would have 4 more FP and all of our enemies would already be defeated, but it is what it is, I guess. There you go. Big pile of star points. And that is precisely why I'm actually bothering with all of these enemy encounters. I don't think we're going to be reaching the level cap of this game, but I'm going to still do my best. Somehow that counted as a first strike. I personally believe that I reacted much too late for it, but appreciate it all the same. Wow, you're a surprisingly tanky dude, ain't ya? I'm sure I brought it up before, but I still find it incredibly weird for Hammer Bros to be like the only enemy in the entire Koopa family that doesn't fall on their back when you jump on them. They're just like, yeah, no, I ain't doing that. Huh. Every other breed, not so much, but I guess they're just made out of tougher stuff. Go figure, eh? Regardless, I will gladly take all of the moolah that you done just went and dropped. And now, sentient talking walls! Blah, 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 blah. Welcome, worm! I'm called the guard door of Bowser's castle. It's my job to keep suspicious types from entering. You must be Mario. Let me guess. You want me to go, you want to go through here? You want to get to the other side of this wall, right? Yeah. Okay, then. Stand in front of me. Well, this seems entirely legit. Let's go and trust this giant talking wall. You standing squarely in front of me? Okay, then. I'll let you go through. Get bamboozled, nerd! Well, that was just unsporting and rude. You fell for it, worm. You'll never escape from that impenetrable prison. Try all you like. All you'll do is exhaust yourself. I'll tell you what. If you make it back up here, I'll let you go through. How's that? I know you'll never make it. I hope you have a good time shaking and crying down there. All right, so obviously there's some things we can do, but just because I want to spite that guy in general, yeah, real difficult. There we go. It's a piece of cake to break these walls. The material's weak. These are much easier than the walls of Koopa Bros Fortress. You're really lucky you have me along, aren't you? Well, of course I am. You're bomb friggin' it. You're awesome in all the ways. I do find it kind of hilarious that the implication is that this place is made out of weaker materials than the Koopa Brothers Fortress. Because I like to think that that means that Bowser spent way more money on, like, intricate puzzles and lava pits and all that other stuff that he couldn't actually afford a stronger material to build the entire place out of. Just the idea of that is kind of hilarious to me. Ooh, hey, free life shroom. Nice. Thank you. Like, you gotta imagine Bowser, as powerful as he is, still has a budget. He had to, like, hire a contractor for all this. Mario, please save Princess Peach. We're all relying on you. All right, cool. I mean, you're the Chancellor Toadsworth guy that is from the beginning. I remember. I'd love to join you, but I'd just slow you down. Well, at least you understand your own limits, and I don't have to put my foot down. Mario, please take care. Don't worry about us. We'll keep our eyes open for Bowser's minion and find a way out of this place. Not that there's exactly anywhere for you to go until we land this thing back down. Mario, I'm sorry that I can't be of help to you, but I'll make a wish to the Star Spirits for your safety. I mean, they were already kind of doing that themselves in the first tense, but, you know, that first person sense, but still. Mario, you gotta save the princess. You just gotta. She must be waiting for you. Yeah, well, that kind of is what she does a lot of. Let's be honest with ourselves. Anyway, that was incredibly easy. Okay, so actually, no. You know what? Can we briefly talk about this for just a moment? This means that cracked wall, keep in mind, that was never meant to be a door. That was just a thing that we happened to blow up. Leads to a corridor that leads over here. What is the point of this architecture? Like, I legitimately don't understand how it's supposed to work. What was the plan here? I know I already gave it a little bit of gripe before, but I just gotta go ahead and do it again. I physically don't understand what Bowser's real long-term plan for his base was. Unless the entire thing was just, I want to make this place as absurdly difficult to navigate as feasible. That was an interesting texture break, but like, I actually do not even. Anyway, Koopa, oh God! All right, well, that was not the plan in any shape, way, or form. I just wanted to make one small step so we can go over there and slap that a little bit. There we go. Lucky, lucky, lucky for all of our teammates. This place is very bizarrely, I'll have you know, specifically designed to give every single party member's overworld use, their overworld ability, just one last time of being incredibly useful, even though they spent so much time not really having, like, once the chapter you're introduced to a friend is over, it kinda doesn't really actually come into play anymore at that point. That being said, I thought I would just check. Yep, that's what I figured. All right, so that's a thing that you can just do. I don't know why the cloud is so uncomfortable, considering it's like, oh God, you're making me do this. Why are you doing that? Like, I know for a fact Lakitu clouds can support far more weight than just a Mario, I assure you. That said, as you can see, yeah, literally everybody gets another turn to use their super skill, which is actually pretty neat. I like that they did it that way. Although it is hilarious to think that if we somehow managed to make one single less friend than we ended up doing, we would have been completely screwed. Like, Mario wouldn't have been able to make these jumps otherwise. Like, thank goodness we made friends with a Paracoopa. Like, my goodness, ain't that just all kinds of convenient? And a Lakitu, otherwise this wouldn't be a thing. You're just gonna try and throw out a mystery box? I don't want no dang mystery box. Okay, maybe I do want that one, though. I won't lie, that one does seem a little bit more tempting. And, whoa, boy, fighting the clock. Oh, boy, here we go, woo! And again, thank goodness, we made friends with a Boo, of all things. All right, and Paracarry me one more time, my friend. Hanky kindly. All right, and there you go. And with that, we should, whoa, all right, that seems a little bit dangerous. It definitely feels like something should have definitely splashed on us, or something to that effect. I should also be checking in on Goombario, seeing as how his overworld skill isn't exactly useful in the same way. Here's the source of the lava. It's miserably hot when it's floating, or flowing, whatever. I mean, it's floating too. It's not so bad once it's cooled off, though. Well, then I guess we just gotta go ahead and try and do that. Oh, hang on, nope. I'm going to ask for bombettes because of all the dudes that are about to attack us here. Oh, Mario's right there. Now what are we supposed to do in this situation? I mean, Koopa told us something, but I'm drawing a total blank. Oh God, I'm panicking. I think she told us not to let him touch that switch. Oh no, do you think that means we have to fight him? No, he'll wipe the floor with us. Stop your belly aching. Who says we should be afraid of Mario, huh? He's not so bad. I mean, sure, he's defeated legions upon legions of people just as strong as us on the way to this current location, and yeah, sure, he's literally defeated our King Bowser on multiple occasions, and it's been widely established that he's vastly more powerful than all of us combined, so realistically, the odds of us being able to stop him are basically 0%, but that doesn't mean we should be so pessimistic. Whatever happens, we can't let him push this switch. Don't you care that King Bowser needs our help? Come on, take this, plumber! Show him what you're made of! We have no choice. Gotta be brave, gotta be. Attack! I would be unspeakably amused if the Magikoopa just cut and run in the middle of those, convincing the Koopa Patrol guys to actually fight. That would have been hilarious. But no, he stuck to his guns and is actually fighting. Good on him for that. Although, I mean, realistically speaking, you guys were all very, very right to be worried about your chances. Because, yeah. That was always going to be the only way that was going to go. Hey, free super shroom. Nice. Did I use that thing? I did. Okay, whooped up. And with that, we can stop the lava flow somehow. Not really sure how that works. Oh, how totally weird. The lava cooled off and became hard as rock. Neat. It seems cool enough for us to walk on, Mario. We can go on now. I'm relatively positive that it would take a whole lot longer for lava to cool down enough to the point where we'd be allowed to walk on it without us instantly being injured by it. If I'm being honest with you all, but, alright, sure. If we dumped a large pile of, like, you know, a huge pool of water onto the lava, then, you know, sure, I could see that making a little bit more sense, but just, unless we just stood there and waited for, like, a day, I think even then that's being overly optimistic. I think it would take even longer than that. Just a little bit strange. Anyway, again, I know I keep harping on this, but I can't help but just point out, you know, if Bowser just didn't put that box with that key in that spot, I wouldn't be able to get to him. I'm just saying, you don't need to go through so much, you know, rigmarole with all the star rod and all these intricate puzzles and the like. Just lock your door and make it so I can't get through it. Don't leave the key with a minion. Don't leave it in a box next to the door. At least lock it in a box on the other side of the locked door. You can open anything from the inside. I mean, oh, all right then. Well, looks like it's watch time to shine. Yes. All right. Although, geographically, I gotta say, this is a bit of an interesting thing. Just like he has a catacomb, like actual stalagmites and stalactites, just chilling. All right, whoa, 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 whoa. Okay, yeah, cool. That's really great and everything, but could you stop being spiky? Okay. Ow, and I fell over. Because of course I did. All right, then get out of here. Yeah. I'ma stomp on you till there ain't none left. And then I'm gonna electro dash your face. Because this cuts through defensive stats. And there you go. Now you also don't got none of those spiky spikes. Oh, boy. Ow. All right, rude. More than a little bit rude. I will bounce on you for that transgression. All right, and they are both still alive. All right. For skeletons, you are surprisingly tanky. Realistically, skeletons should really not be that hard to defeat in any given opportunity. Huh. And there you go. All right. I mean, they are buzzy beetles, and I guess their shell is sort of a bone. I'm not really sure how that works 100%, if I'm being honest with you, but there you go. All right, all you gotta do is just pick your path and hope that you randomly decided that was the right one to do. And every now and then, you must let Paracarry carry you through the darkness. For we lack the means to dance through it, admittedly. There you go. I choose to go up this time. What will happen? A free thing? A POW block? Why, that's entirely worthless. Just straight up, that's a waste of my time. Thank you. All right then, I'll go this way instead. And more Paracarry. All right, fair enough. Go. So, I once again, that's the wrong guy, first and foremost. Sorry, Lackluster. I don't understand how exactly this place has been built. It's very confusing to me. Did Bowser uproot a large chunk of a mountain and fuse it with his castle? Is that a thing he can do? Did he just really want his own catacombs? Is that a thing? I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm not 100% sure how this even works. At least with everything else, you could assume, you know, he just paid a guy to build his castle with all of this weird nonsense. But this? You can't just make something like this. I mean, I guess you can with enough explosives or something, but still. And all right, then fine. I see how it is. You want to do battle? Fine, we will do battle. I do not fear thee. Before I can do this mess. Get shimmy shaked on, nerds. Hooked up. There you go, and they both fell over. Absolutely love to see it. And get zapped on. And you're gone. All right, you get back up. What's the magic Koopa gonna do? And multiply? Oh, wait, no, I think you just created a, yeah, you created a fake. All right, well, the good news is if you attack all the fakes at once, you inevitably end up hitting the real one. So, yeah. An interesting strategy, but considering the opening move I used, you really had no reason to do that. Like, I feel like, oh, you had no reason to think that that would work. And, all right, sure. I'll eat this, get 3 HP back, and then grab another one. Why not? Seems like the cool thing to do. The hip happening thing that all the kids are down for these days. Once again, Panicatty, I require your aid. There we go. Theoretically speaking, I don't actually need to have Watt out 24/7. I mean, with enough trial and error, or if you just have this whole thing memorized ahead of time. Okay, interesting. You decided to do a bit of a bamboozlement, as it were. All right, then. Maybe just fall down. Whoop. That's the ticket. All right, then. Got me so... Whoa, geometry! They got me so freakishly used to having to actually go over those gaps that they were able to just convince me otherwise. Ain't that something? All right. Whoop. Get knocked over, you nerds. And, I don't know, sure. Since we're here and everything, why not? There. Now none of you can do literally anything. And because I have so many dang items, I might as well use this. There you go. Free up a little bit of space in the old inventory. Ta-da! Now give me the loots. Thank you kindly. And thank you, Watt, for illuminating the path. Let's go and switch over to the Cooper, why don't we? Hello? Oh, and I'll just, I was pushing it, and then you ended up deciding that, no, you didn't push it good enough? Rude. I smashed my face against it the whole time. You came back? You escaped from that underground jail? But there was no way you could escape. Of all the dirty tricks, blowing up a wall, it's almost like one of you were a bomb or something. I guess I have to keep my word. You could go through. But I don't think I'll forget this. Yeah, well, considering the fact that I'm literally never going to see you again for the rest of my life, I don't really care. You're a talking wall. Not even a freaking womp or anything. So what am I supposed to be threatened by that? I'm not. Where, what the hippity hap hop 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 hap 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 is all this down here? Hello? Ah, some toads to save. I'm all about that life. Nerd. Bruh. Why you gotta be like that? All right, then fine. I'll just have to wallop you with mine hammer. All right, you want to maybe put a little bit more oomph down in your shell there, my dude? All right, that one was on me. I messed that one up. That's my bad. I apologize. And you summon reinforcements, because of course you do. Of course you do! Guess who cares? Dang it! All right, well, you still got knocked over. Power Shell it is. Yep. That should at least get rid of one of them. Thank you. All right, then. Well, that was slightly more difficult than it really had to be, but we persevered regardless. And a little bit of star points for our trouble, too. Thank you. And you are free. In a relative sense. Again, there's literally nowhere for any of you to go. But, you know, you can, I guess, get out of the cage at least. I come all the way from Dry Desert to Princess Peach's party, and look what happens. I swear to God, everybody keeps telling me, you gotta get out more. You gotta meet people. You gotta socialize. And the one time I relented, this crap happens. I'm going back to being a hermit, and I am never looking back. I've been to some lame parties, but that was ridiculous. I want to go back to the desert as soon as possible. Dude, I get you. Mario, you're safe. Oh, I'm so glad. We all got captured before we knew what was happening. A few people at the party were able to get away, but they caught most of us. Wonder where Princess Peach, the minister, and all the other guests are. I'm really worried about them. You ain't got none to worry about in that sense. I already saved the majority of the people that you just talked about. The only one I haven't saved is the princess herself, and I'm working on it. Mario, your main goal is to save the princess, isn't it? She must be doing okay. Yeah, holding on to the belief that you'll come. We soldiers should have broken out to save her by now, but it's taken all our efforts just to protect the prisoners. Protect the prisoners from what? You're all in jail. There's nothing going on. I feel like you just might be a coward and or lazy. The Toad House slogan is refresh your body and soul. This isn't a real Toad House. But you can take a quick nap here if you feel like it. Oh boy, I get to sleep on a slab of wood. Not since my time in Lava Lava Island have I had accommodations such as this. Except at least they gave me leaves to use as a pillow. Bowser does not treat his prisoners very well. Anyway, I'm relatively certain he's actually committing a crime by doing that. I mean, I say that. Oh, I think Bowser might be committing a crime, guys. As if he, you know, didn't do all of the other stuff that he did. I don't know why I thought that made any sense to bring up. Oh, well. Anyway, we got all our stuff back. Ugh. So that's good. What's happening over here? A shop, you say? Fascinating. If only any of the things here were of any value to me. Who are you, man? I don't know your face. Maybe you're Mario, huh? Just joking. That'd be silly. I'm the guard of this warehouse. I'm really bored, man. Hey, you know, if you got any coins, I'll sell you stuff. I mean, what if Oh, you're loaded, man. Take a look around. I'll sell anything you see. I mean, that's cool and all. I don't really need anything, though. Oh, yeah, I'll tell you what, though. I never actually did show off the Dizzy Dial. So, watch out whatever we end up fighting next. Just for the sake of showing it off, y'all about to get mad dizzy up in here. Assuming it actually even works. There's a possibility that it will fail entirely. We gonna find out real fast. Okay, whoa, all right, PlayStation symbols. Get out of here, you! Woo! And none of that. All right, then, I'm just gonna flip you upside down turnways. Ah, delightful. That was not even remotely worth it. All right, then, I'll tell you what. Let's do the Dizzy Shell. Maybe that'll make up for it. Okay, well, at least I stunned the other Magic Koopa. Oh, all right, well, that was sufficiently pointy. Damn, son. All right, then. Ultimately, it doesn't really amount to a whole lot because I could easily have finished off this entire fight like this instantaneously. I didn't have to bother with all the gimmicks and tricks. Oh, wait, no, hang on. A single Magic Koopa decided to stay kicking. I mean, good for him. But that just means more head trauma for you. Quite honestly, I would have bowed out the same time as your bros if you had the option. I mean, if you just laid down and acted knocked out, I probably wouldn't have slapped you again. Whoa! All right, then, fine. That's the way it's gonna be. Okay. All right, we knock you down, and you don't get up again. We're definitely gonna keep you down. And, set them afire! There you go, that should probably kill at least one of the Magic Koopa. There you go, that's always good. Oh, okay, they are turbocharging themselves. He's casting magic! Oh, wow. All right, that's a lot of power you got yourself all stored up in there. It'd be a darn shame if I used Power Quake and killed you before you got a chance to use any of it. Yeah, real shame. You gotta love when you're able to pull the rug out from underneath people like that sometimes. You really do. Anyway, thank you. Whoa, there's more. There's always more. All right, well, luckily for you, I am immune to such tricks and traps. And now, I bounce upon thine skulls. Butts. All right, then, well. I'm no magicologist, but I feel like this is gonna hurt like hell. Or I guess they could spend their turn healing and casting other spells. Oh, no, hang on. Whoa, there you go. You did damage. All right, now I just have to work on the whole not missing thing. All right, how about we don't screw up this time? There we go. All right, now they fell over. And since we're about to level up anyway, burn them! And adieu. Yatta! More level ups for you boys! More FP! The maximum amount of FP that you could possibly have. 50. Very nice. Anybody else around here want to do a little bit of battling? Alright, that's what I thought. Ah, yes! In the wide range of why on earth did Bowser pay to have his castle be able to do that? This is way up there, let me tell you. And I gotta say, like, when you're about to see what we're about to have to go through here, above all else, just keep in mind that this place has a long carpet on it. You might think that's a bit random, but I assure you, when this is how the castle is designed to be moved around in, why would you put carpet in the flooded area? What kind of sense does that even make? Also, what happens when Bowser wants to get through this area? Does he just doggy paddle his way across all the space? Like, what? What if you have to go to the bathroom in the middle of the night, dude? This is so complicated. Yeah, all right. I mean, I said it before, way back then, and I'll say it again now. Bowser takes home security very, very seriously. Some might say to an incredible and practical degree. I'm just saying other supervillains don't have this much nonsense. Hooked up. Boink, boink. All of that just to reach another plunger. To dump even more water into this place. That tells you, man, that tells you. Ain't nothing around these parts make anything dang sense to me. Alright, well, now that this place has been suitably flooded as all hell, we should now be able to go and get ourselves a key. That is the theory, anyway. Let's go see. Luckily, all of these wooden platforms for sushi are here. Very, very convenient. One might say downright serendipitous, in fact. Thank you. All right. Also, this isn't even a complaint. This is actually an engineering question. Like, we use the exact same pull chains to drain the water as we use to bring the water in. I'm left wondering how exactly that works, like, you know, engineering-wise, like mechanically. Where does the water go? Is it a big pump system? Does it go back up? Because that's where the water came from. It poured in from the ceiling. But it looked like it all drained back down. So, does it just have a big tube system over there for this one sole specific puzzle thing that he was apparently incredibly invested in? Now, that much seems incredibly obvious. You have any idea how much money it would cost to implement something like this? Far more than it's worth, considering how, you know, you just need basic swimming ability in order to be able to beat it. Granted, apparently Mario doesn't have basic swimming ability, which is weird because he swam in other games, so I'm kind of confused why he can't here. You know, at least in the sequel to this game, if he fell in water, a giant mechanical piranha would chew on him. So at least there was some kind of a deterrent. It's downright strange is what it is. Oh God, hello. Solid gold bullets. Sure, all right, that's a thing we're doing now, huh? Okay. Well, I'm no expert on the subject, but I dare say Bombette might end up being a little bit useful. Well, with her whole exploding thing that she's so good at. Oh boy. All right. Whoa. All right. Whoop. And up. And I'll just hit you with a hammer. Hammers work too. Bonk. The bonk did not work? Well, that could be incredibly a bit of an issue. Oh wait, never mind, now it did. All right, sure. I don't understand how this works and I don't really care. Die now. Still alive? Oh. All right, well that's an issue. Powerbomb again. Get rid of the bots. There you go, all right. Wow, those things are made out of some incredibly tough stuff. And that tough stuff obviously can't possibly be gold. As I've said many times in the past, gold is an incredibly flimsy material that would be awful for making weapons and armor out of. And up. Yeah, there we go. How about a big old super bounce? Okay, there you go. That's some bonus damage. A normal hammer swing ain't good enough, though. Ain't that unfortunate? Hiya! And then hit him with a little bit of that boom, boom, pow, as it were. There you go. And you would go and do that. All right, then. Well, what about if I did this? For some reason, that worked. Okay. Gonna be honest with you, I really don't feel like that should have worked, but it did. It totally just straight up honkin' did. All right. Let's try to avoid fighting bullets on their own. I'm not 100% sure what exactly just happened there that led to this exact moment, but, all right. 3 free star points for us, I guess. I won't say no to it. Also, I suppose, if you really wanted, you could use this as a bit of a farming location to level yourself up, at least until the bullets stop giving any star points. I personally feel like it might take a little bit longer than it's actually worth, however, so, gonna not really recommend it. Whee! Twirls. Oh, and, all right, now there's a dude over there. All right, then, hang on just one moment. And now dude's stuck on his back. Sucks to be that guy. Prepare to be exploded. And then you do that. Well, I happen to have something that miraculously does just enough damage for that to not matter. Ya-ta-ta-ta! There you go. Not bad. Not bad at all. I'll take all of that. Thank you very much. Man. Considering how phenomenally worthless it is, I'm very confused by his dedication to, I guess, owning a lot of solid gold cannons. Do you really need to... I don't know if they're solid. I suppose they could just be gold-plated. Either way, it still feels a little bit excessive, unnecessary, and a bit foolhardy. Alright, so this is a bit of an issue. Now I don't have nearly enough FP to even use a power bomb. Alright, oh, never mind, I got it all back. Okay, that works too. And none of that, none of that. Wait for it, wait for it. Hup, hup, bonk! There you go. Every little extra bit helps. Okay, I won't be able to use the bomb, but the quake is still good, so... And I wasted all of my go-go juice. That's a bit of a problem. All right, then. All right, then. I'm going to have to utilize entirely different methods, it seems. Really? I hope you're more than aware of the fact that that just kind of makes things take slightly longer than they would otherwise. It doesn't give you an actual advantage in any shape, way, or form. Very strange choice on your part, I must say, And she can't do anything because an invisible bullet is in the way. All right, well, that was a thing. Neat. Okay, do you think that passes itself onto the bullets? I can't say that I actually know. Huh! Not that it really ultimately amounted to a whole lot. I see what you were going for, though. Considering it already had incredibly redonkulously high defenses to begin with, boosting it up even more made a lot of sense. Unfortunately, you didn't seem to account for the fact that I am redonkulously strong. Like, far more powerful than you could ever possibly comprehend, and I don't even have to turn into a ghost in order to do it. Oh, glory. Okay, now we've got the dry bones. We've got bone men. Okay. Hup. So the thing about these lads, let's see. Yeah, all right, sure. Thing about these lads is, if you knock them down, they can just put themselves back together. The only way to take out dry bones for good is to blow them up. And if you do, they actually give you a lot of star points. You can end the fight if you knock them all down at the same time, but you just won't get any star points for it. Okay, yeah, all right. All right. Let's see here. Well, that's a bit of a bummer. All right, then let's just... This gets rid of the dry bones entirely and doesn't let itself revive, so we'll just deal with that. I'm just gonna have to get slapped around by a Coup Patrol member once. That's not that big a deal. Hey, see, there you go. That's no big deal. And with all of the star points that the dry bones are giving us, we'll level up in due time. No worries. Already at 71. Thank you very much. And, whoop, I guess I'll be taking that too. Alright, so, there we go. Always trying to hide secrets behind giant blocks for some reason. Interesting choice, Bowser. Interesting choice. Oop, alright, we've got another one of those, apparently. Alright, well, you're just gonna be in the way, so... I got no choice but to do you a big murder. And, alright, well, guess what I get to do? Bring out the refresh styles! For somebody who said I was never gonna use this ability, I sure do end up using it a whole lot. What can I say? There's a lot of situations where getting an extra little, just itty bitty little tiny bit of FP is actually more helpful than one would assume. Regardless! There we go. And now this is happening. Ah! Why are you so fast? You really gonna go and do that? You're really gonna go and do that? That's just downright disgusting of you. All right, then fine. Starstorm again! Like, I'm gonna level up and get it all back anyway. Why not mess up your entire damn day? Send a message to the folks back home. Yada-da-da! 83. See? And thank you. All right, so which one of these needs to be pushed? They also prefer to be pushed in very specific ways. There you go. That time it was the first one. Oh. All right, cool. No level up even required, as it turns out. Just get all your stuff back for free anyway. All right, that's fine by me. Whoa, hello. Ah, come on. I just wanted to do the big bounce. All right, then fine. Have it your way. Y'all gonna get exploded either way. Oh, dang it. That is happening with frustrating regularity. I gotta be honest with you. Okay, well, you sure did toss yourself a big ol' hammer. Oh no, his attack power has been boosted. After he already used his attack. Meaning that he's not even gonna get a chance to do it in the first place. Why didn't you power up the guy who hadn't attacked yet? That particular Magic Koopa has, like, absolutely no long-term planning capabilities. That's just downright strange. Anyway, this is actually a bit of a bamboozlement. It's like, wow, it's already open? Ain't that crazy? So you go over here, and it's nothing. Like, legitimately, actually nothing. No secret panels, no secret boxes, nothing. It's actually a dead end, worthless to you in every conceivable way. What you want to do is this. And somehow, some way, that provides you down an entirely separate hallway. Despite the fact that geographically, I don't believe that that is something that would actually work or makes any sense at all. Like, I'm relatively certain this cuts into a completely separate room that we were already in. Unless the transitional doorway is a lot longer than it appears. That's definitely not impossible by any means, but still seems a bit odd to me. Regardless,